Hello, this is Muhammad Usman and welcome to Usman Programming Tutorial. This is the fourth tutorial of web application development. In the previous tutorial we have learned about how we can access data from the URL and from the class which is defined in the model in the controller. Now in this tutorial we will learn about the basics of the view, how we can link a particular view to the action result in the controller, and then we learn about how we can apply the styles in the view. In the next tutorial we will learn about how we can represent the data from the model using the controller in the view. So start from creating the controller. I have created a empty project, MVC empty project. Then I have created a test controller which is MVC empty controller. Here is my controller. This is my action result, and if you want to create a view, then you simply have to right click it here, then simply add view and create a view according to the name. Remember one thing, the name of the view must be same as the name of the action result. As the action result have a name here is index, and your view must name with the index as well. Now I have already created an index view. This is my view. In this view, if I run this program, then it will show me simply a view which contains the heading index. So I will run it from here. Yes, it's showing me an index which is contained in the heading. Look at this URL. This is my controller, name of the controller, and this is the index. You may have multiple views associated with the single controller. A controller may have multiple action result, and each action result is associated with the individual view. If the test controller may contain the other action result, like here it will contain index 1, index 2, index 3, then each index may have a different view, but the name of the view must be same as the name of the action result. So now we will learn about how we can apply the styles on our view. Like this, we can apply styles on our view through three ways. One, by using internal CSS, one by using inline CSS style, or one is by adding the external CSS file into your view. This is how we can use the styles in our view. First of all, we will learn about how we can apply the styles using inline method. Using inline method, we can simply add the style attribute here. Now there is, in style we have to add the properties and their values. This property is applied to this index text, okay, because I am applying this style on the S2 tab, and S2 tab contains the index tab. Let's suppose I will add it here, welcome to Usman Programming. Okay, if I will run this program, it will show me something in the red. Yes, welcome to Usman Programming Tutorial in the red. This is how we can add the style through inline method. Now we can also apply the style by using internal CSS. For this we have to add the some HTML tabs, like now I have created an internal CSS file. This is my internal CSS file. The internal CSS file must be defined in the head section, like I have defined it here, style inside the head tab here. Now how many tabs I have created it here in my body? I have created S2. Whatever the properties I want to apply in this S2 tab, I have to define it here. Let's suppose I want to add the font family as well. Font family like Times New Roman. If you want to add the background color, you may add also the background color. Let's suppose I want to add it here, a black background. Now you can check it by running this. What properties we have applied onto S2 tab? The background is black and the color is red and the font family is Times New Roman. Okay, now a couple of more things. If you want to apply, there are two more things. One is the dot selector and the other one is the hash selector. Hash selector also called the ID selector, and the dot selector is also called the class selector. If you want to add a particular ID, if you want to assign a particular ID to this S2 heading, then you have to add it here. ID, let's suppose, equals to ABC. Now ABC is the ID. If you want to assign a particular style to this ID, then you have to add hash character to ABC. Then if you want to add same properties to this ID, then the same effects will appear again. Now I'm removing it from here. Now check the program again, it will show the same results. Yes, it's showing the same result. Now if you want to do the same function by using the class selector, then you simply have to assign class equals to this ABC, and you simply have to change this hash symbol to dot symbol, which represents the class of this S2 tab. Now it will show the same result again. Okay, it's showing the same result again. So we can use ID selector as well, we can use the class selector as well, and we can also use the group selector as well, like just using the name of that tab S2, as we have already did. Now keep in your mind the ID selector with the hash symbol, the class selector with the dot symbol, and the group selector with the name of that particular tab. If I want to apply the external CSS file onto my view, then I have to create an external CSS file in the content folder, which is just below then app start. Then simply right click it here, add new item. Then you have to select the style sheet. I'm going to give this a name test style. Here I have created test style. Now whatever the properties you want to assign to your tabs, or whatever the selector you want to use, you can simply use it here. Let's suppose I want to apply the properties on my body tab, like background color is black, or I want to add the S2 font color, simply color is red, font size equals to 50 px. Now if I want to add these properties, apply these properties onto my this view, then I have to add the reference of that particular file which I have created in the content folder. And how we can add the reference of that particular file? This is how we can create the reference of that file. Now whatever the properties we have, write it in this file is applied into this. And remember one thing, we have to add the reference of that file in the head section, like we have add the internal file in the head section. Now if I'm going to run this program again, it will show me the result accordingly. Yes, this is the result which I have which I am expecting. according to the properties which I have applied. This is it from this tutorial. In the coming tutorial we will learn about how we can access data from the model by using the controller in the view, and we can apply some styles on that particular interface which represents our data. So